everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about an important topic of economics, that is the measurement of utility. We all know that utility is the want satisfying power of a commodity. So utility is nothing but the satisfaction a consumer derives from the consumption of any kinds of commodities or services. Now the question is, can we actually measure the utility of goods and services? Like we can measure the prices of the goods, we can say how much quantities, we can measure the height of a person, weight of a person, we can measure distances. So like that, can we say how much utility we have derived from consuming any kinds of goods and services? Well, there are two types of theories that says about the measurement of utilities. One is the cardinal utility theory and the another one is the ordinal utility theory. We will first understand the cardinal utility theory. The cardinal utility theory was first advocated by economist Marcel. And this theory states that it is possible to measure and compare the utilities of commodities. So the main significance of this theory is that it says we can say in numbers how much utility we have get from any kinds of goods and services. Like we can express the prices of goods and services in numbers. Suppose 10 rupees, or we can say in numbers the distance of a place like 10 kilometers. We can express the height of a person in numbers like the 5 feet. Like that we can also say the utility in numbers. Okay, so this theory states that utility is measurable like price and quantities of the commodities. So utility is quantifiable. Now the question is how we will measure the utility we derive from consuming the goods. Because we can measure the price of a goods in rupees or in dollars. We can measure the height in feet or inches. We can measure the distance in meters or kilometers. So we need a unit to measure the utility. And according to the cardinal utility theory, we measure the utility in utils. So this theory states that we can assign a number of utils to each commodity we consume. So the unit of measurement of utility is utils. Suppose we consume an orange, and after consuming the orange, we derive the utility of how much utils? 5 utils. And after consuming a banana, we got the utility of 6 utils. So, an orange is equal to 5 utils and a banana is equal to 6 utils. So, the cardinal utility analysis states that utility is measurable and we can assign numbers in utils to say how much utility we have got after consuming the goods and services to satisfy our needs or our desires. Understood? Now let us understand the ordinal utility theory. This theory holds opposite view from the cardinal utility analysis. Now let's see that economist Hicks and Allen advocated the ordinal utility analysis. And according to this theory, utility is not measurable. We cannot measure the utility in numbers. According to what? According to the ordinal utility theory. But the cardinal utility theory states that we can measure the utility in numbers. But according to the ordinal utility theory, we cannot measure the utility in numbers. Like we can measure the utility in price and quantity. But we can definitely rank them in order from our satisfaction. We can order the utilities we derive from consuming different kinds of goods. Therefore, we can compare the utility of the goods. We cannot measure, but we can do what? We can rank them in order. We can say how much utility we derive from goods and services, but we cannot express them in numbers. We can only rank them according to our preferences. Suppose we can order if the utility of consuming an orange is equal to, less than, or greater than consuming a banana. So, understand, the ordinal utility theory says that we cannot say how much utility we have got after consuming the orange or how much utility we have got after consuming the banana. We can only do what? We can only rank our preferences, the utilities after consuming the orange or banana. We can only say if our preferences or our utility of consuming the orange is higher than, equal to, or less than the consuming of banana. Okay. Thus, the consumer can rank the various combinations of goods according to their own satisfaction. So, the ordinal utility theory mainly states that utility is psychological phenomenon like happiness, satisfaction, and welfare. So, here comes the main point that utility is subjective in nature. It can differ from one individual to another, and most importantly, it cannot be measured in quantifiable terms. So, these are the two theories, the cardinal utility theory and the ordinal utility theory, that have discussed about the measurement of utility. And the cardinal utility theory states that we can measure the utility in numbers, and the ordinal utility theory states that we cannot measure the utility in numbers, but we can rank them or we can order them according to our own preferences, and these preferences can differ from one individual to another because utility is a psychological phenomenon. So these are the main two approaches that have discussed about the measurement. I hope you have got a basic idea of these two approaches, and we will discuss more deeply about these concepts in our upcoming videos. If you have any doubts relating to these two theories, please let me know in the comment section. I'll try to explain them later. So this is for all today. I'll see you in the next class.